Hello, dear students. Very warm welcome to you all. In our previous video, we have seen that a storm hit the coastal areas in Orissa when Prashant was at his friend's house. The storm destroyed everything, the houses, the trees were uprooted, and to save themselves, Prashant and his family took refuge on the roof of the house, and they ate the coconut pulp and drank coconut water. And after 2 days, Prashant decided to go to his village. So let's see further. He equipped himself with a long sturdy stick and then started on his 18 kilometers expedition back to his village through the swollen flood waters. So now Prashant, he took with him a long sturdy stick. Sturdy means strong. So he took a long strong stick with him and started on his expedition, that is journey. So he started his journey towards his village. It was 18 kilometers away. He had to walk through flood waters. It was a journey he would never forget. So the level of water was more than during the normal situations, as there was heavy rain. So the level of water had increased, and he would always remember this journey throughout his life. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road, to determine where the water was most shallow. At places it was waist deep and progress was slow. At several points he lost the road and had to swim. So during his journey towards his village, he used the stick to find the road. He wanted to know the depth of water. At some places the water was up to the waist, so he had to walk slowly, and sometimes he could not find the road. Many times he had to swim in the flood water. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to their village. They decided to move ahead together. Relieved means felt some relief. So after traveling some distance, he met two friends of his uncle. So he felt very relieved. He felt lot of relief after meeting them, because till then he was walking alone and now he met somebody whom he knew. So he was relieved. They were also returning to their village. So they all decided that they will travel the remaining journey together. As they walked through the waters, the scenes they witnessed grew more and more macabre. They had to push away many human bodies, men, women, children, and carcasses of dogs, goats, and cattle that the current swept against them as they moved ahead. Now they Waded means walked with great difficulty through water. Macabre means horrific or very frightening. So, with great difficulty, Prashant and two of his uncle's friends, they were walking through water. They saw frightening scenes. Such scenes became more as they progressed further, as they went further. Many dead bodies of animals like dogs, goats, then also many dead bodies of men, women, and children came floating near them. So, see how horrific, how terrible, how frightening it was. So, they had to push these bodies away while moving ahead. In every village they passed, they could barely see a house standing. Prashant now wept out loud and long. He was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe. Catastrophe means great destruction or disaster. So Prashant and his uncle's friends, they passed through many villages and hardly any house was standing in those villages due to heavy rains and winds. Almost all houses were destroyed. Most of them were completely broken. So Prashant started weeping loudly. He started crying loudly. He cried for a long time. Now he was sure that his family would have also died in this disaster. Eventually, Prashant reached his village, Kalikuda. His heart went cold. Where their home once stood, there were only remains of its roof. So now his heart went cold, means he became numb. He was not able to think. Remnants means remains. So finally, now Prashant reached his village. The name of his village was Kalikuda, and when he saw the situation over there, he became numb. He became senseless. He was not able to think. His house was destroyed. Only some parts of the roof of his house were there. Only roof was remaining. The whole house was destroyed. Some of their belongings were caught, mangled and twisted in the branches of trees, just visible above the dark waters. Young Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family. Now Prashant, he saw that some of his belongings were stuck in the branches of trees. They came floating and they were stuck in the branches of trees. So these were just above the dark colored water. The color of water became dark. These belongings had been damaged. Now the mangled means damage. So all these belongings were in twisted condition. So Prashant, he decided to go to the temporary houses constructed by Red Cross Society. Look for means to search. He wanted to search his family members. So now he decided to go to the temporary houses which were constructed by Red Cross Society. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother, weak with hunger. She rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. It was a miracle. They had long given him up for dead. So, when he reached Red Cross, there was a huge crowd of people at the shelter. So, one of the first people Prashant met, that was his maternal grandmother, means mother's mother. She had become very weak due to hunger. So when she saw Prashant, she ran towards Prashant. Her hands were outstretched. Outstretched means spread out. So she spread out her hands because she wanted to embrace Prashant. She wanted to hug Prashant. Her eyes were brimming. Brimming means shining. So when she saw Prashant alive, there was a shine in her eyes. She was happy to see Prashant. So they had been thinking that Prashant was not alive. Quickly word spread and his extended family gathered around him and hugged him tight in relief. Prashant anxiously scanned the motley, battered group. His brother and sister, his uncles and aunts, they all seemed to be there. So quickly the word spread. Word spread means many people came to know. So soon many people came to know about the arrival of Prashant. They came to know that Prashant had come there. So his family and his relatives came to meet him. They all hugged him. They all were very happy that Prashant was alive. So it was a very great relief to them to see him alive. So with great worry, Prashant looked at the group of injured people. His brother, sister, uncles and aunts were there in the group. So he found all his family members. By the next morning, as he took in the desperate situation in the shelter, he decided to get a grip over himself. He sensed a deathly grief settling upon the 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. So by the next morning, Prashant was trying to understand. Take in means to understand the situation in the shelter. So now as he was at the Red Cross shelter, next morning he was trying to understand the situation over there. He decided that first of all he would need to control his own emotions. As if he wanted to help others, he had to control his own emotions first. So he decided to control his own emotions. He realized that everyone of 2,500 people living in the shelter were very sad. So everyone was sad. There were 2,500 people in that shelter and everyone was sad. They were sad. Why? Because of the situation of themselves. Because many of their relatives had died in the storm. 86 lives were lost in the village. All the 96 houses had been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter. So far they had survived on green coconuts, but there were too few to go around such a tumult of people. Tumult of people means a large group of people. Now there were 2500 people, so that is a large group of people. So now in this disaster, 86 people of his village had died, and all the 96 houses of his village were destroyed due to flood. And this was the fourth day for them in the shelter. They were taking shelter in the Red Cross. So till now, all the people, they have been eating green coconuts, and that was the only food for them. They did not get any other food. They ate only green coconuts. Now, but what happened now? The number of coconuts was very less for such a large group of people. Prashant, all of 19 years, decided to step in as leader of his village. If no one else did, he organized a group of youths and elders to jointly pressurize the merchant once again to part with his rice. Now Prashant was 19 years old, and he decided to become the leader for the village, because no other person was taking any action, and so now they had to save themselves. They had to help themselves. So Prashant decided to be the leader of the village. So what he did, he collected a group of young and elderly people of his village. Then together they persuaded the businessman of their village to give rice to people. This time the delegation succeeded and returned triumphantly, wading to the receding waters with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that the rice was already rotting. So now this time the delegation means a group of representatives. So a group of representatives. So this time the group returned to the shelter with a victory. Triumphantly means victoriously. With great difficulty, they walked back to the shelter through the water. Still the water was there, so they had to walk back with great difficulty through water. But now the level of water was reducing. Receding means going back or lowering of level of water. So they had some food with them for all people. Nobody was worried that the rice was already damaged. The rice which they got, it was already damaged, but nobody bothered about it, because they were hungry for many days. They were just on green coconut, and now finally they got rice to eat, so they did not bother that it was damaged. Branches from fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. For the first time in 4 days, the survivors at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. So now people, they collected the branches of fallen trees because they wanted to ignite fire to cook rice. But it was very difficult to ignite the fire because the branches were wet. So somehow the rice was cooked. The people of the shelter had some food in their stomach. Bellies means stomach. after 4 days. So after 4 days they had something to eat. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit, and floating carcasses, and to tend to the wounds and fractures of the many who had been injured. So now his next task means work or job. So his means who's Prashant. So Prashant now worked for organizing a team of young volunteers. He wanted to clean the entire area, the whole area of the shelter from the filth. Filth means dirt or sewage, vomit, and dead bodies of animals. Many people living in this shelter, they were injured. So some had fractures. He wanted to provide treatment for the people living in the shelter. On the 5th day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcels. It then did not return. The youth task force gathered empty utensils from the shelter. Now, youth task force means a group of young people working for the cause. Now, they were working to help the people of the village. So, on 5th day, a helicopter of military flew over their shelter and it dropped some packets of food. After that, the helicopter did not come again. So the group of young people, they collected some empty utensils from the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the waters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomachs to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. Deputed means appointed, or they were asked to perform a task. So when the helicopter did not return, the group then asked children to lie on the sand. So the sand had got deposits in the shelter by the flood water. The children, they lied on the sand and kept those utensils on their stomach. They wanted to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry, they did not get food. The message got through, and after that the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter, airdropping food and other basic needs. The message got through means the message was understood by the people who were flying the helicopter. So the helicopter then started making rounds of the area regularly. It dropped food packets and other necessary things. Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were mobilized to look after them, while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. So now Prashant observed that many children had become orphan, they had lost their parents. So he gathered them together, he brought them together, he made a shelter for them, and for making this shelter, polythene sheets were used. He requested and also he motivated women to take care of these orphan children. Men were requested to make shelter and arrange food for these children. As the weeks passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that the women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. He persuaded the women to start working in the Food for Work program started by an NGO, and for the children, he organized sports events. So, in this way, many weeks passed, and Prashant recognized, he observed, he understood that the women and children were becoming more and more sad. So, he motivated women to start working in the Food for Work program. So, in such programs, people get food for their work. So, they work and in return, they get food. So this program was started by an NGO. Prashant started organizing sports events of children, and he was trying to keep everyone busy so that they could forget their sadness, they could forget their grief. He himself loved to play cricket, and so he organized cricket matches for children. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives. So now Prashant, he liked to play cricket, so he organized cricket matches for children. Prashant kept other volunteers busy in helping children and women. He wanted all of them to make a new beginning for their life. Pick up broken pieces of life means to make a new beginning for life. The initial government plan was to set up institutions for orphans and widows. However, this step was successfully resisted as it was felt that in such institutions, children would grow up without love and widows would suffer from stigma and loneliness. So, initially, in the beginning, the government plan was to set up or to establish or to start institutions for orphans and widows. But people of the village, they opposed this proposal. And finally, they were successful and the proposal was withdrawn. Resisted here means opposed. The villagers were of the opinion that children living in such institutions, they grow without love and care of society. Also, the widows, they will feel that they are living away from society. So they all will suffer because of loneliness. Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in new foster families made up of childless widows and children without adult care. Foster families means families who adopt children. So now Prashant's group thought that the orphan should also live within the society. Some arrangements should be made for this reason, for this purpose. They made new arrangements of families. The childless widows and orphans, they were brought together to live as a family. It is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone. This time Prashant's wounded spirit had healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. Wounded spirit means sad emotions, sad feelings. Healed means cured. So 6 months have passed since the disaster by the super cyclone. The sad emotions of Prashant had cured because of the only one reason, that he did not have time to worry about his own problems. He worked to solve problems of others. His handsome, youthful face is what the widows and orphaned children of village seek out most in their darkest hour of grief. Seek out means search, and darkest hour of grief means situation of great sadness. So whenever orphaned children and widows of his village become very sad, they approach or they seek Prashant for guidance. They ask Prashant for guidance. So, what do you learn from this lesson? That when a natural calamity like storm takes place, people are put to lot of sufferings. People suffer a lot. So apart from the help provided by government, the members of the community should also mobilize themselves to solve their problem. So in this story, we have seen that a young boy, Prashant, who was hardly 19 years old, he takes the initiative and helps the members of his community to stand on their feet. His leadership qualities are praised. So always we should not wait for the government. We should try to help the people in our community. So the message we get from this lesson is that during the natural calamities, members of community should help themselves. They should not be totally dependent on government for providing help. So it also gives the message that the youth, they have a major role to play in such situations. They have to play a role in organizing the community to help themselves. They should provide a leadership role to solve the problems of common people. In this lesson, we see the leadership which was provided by Prashant during the superstorm in Orissa village. So we should especially concentrate our efforts on women and children because they are the most vulnerable sections of the society. They are the most affected, they are most grief stricken, and so especially we should concentrate our efforts on women and children. So I hope you have understood the lesson. Thank you.